Tesla incentives are working. So quick PSA for everybody that's waiting for a deal. Model Y inventory is selling pretty good. So Tesla, with all the different incentives on the Model Y and the Model 3, you can see it's actually working. So Tesla's strategy to release these incentives early on is for sure doing its job. But here's the list of our spreadsheet. It's also down below in the description for anyone that wants to take a look at it. I'll put it in the live stream. I won't make you guys fight for all the links or anything like that. Definitely check it out and see which one of these vehicles look special to you, because you can see there was a ton of different Model Ys and Model 3s, like this one right here, $4,200 off. And that's before using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get an extra $1,000 off. But here is the full list posted on X. Thank you to Sawyer for this idea. And I've just been rehashing it because it's pretty valuable. And so the first one right now, of course, there's a $1,000 Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. There's free full self-driving transfer if you take delivery by December 31st. This was just extended. So if you've got full self-driving, this is a fantastic deal. Of course, there's 0% on Model Y and Model 3 if you purchase full self-driving, and you have to purchase full self-driving. And we'll talk about which deal I think is the best. Well, there's really two vehicles that kind of seem to be the best with this. And then certainly on top of that, there's a $1,000 discount for military members as well. And shout out to Matt for posting this and getting a friend to buy a Tesla. He was able to get his friend to buy a Model 3 and also confirmed all these different discounts do stacked. We knew this was always the case, but it's always nice to see. It's always nice to see, cool to see posts like this that show that these discounts stack. And what I mean by that, there's an inventory discount, $3,000 off, which, you know, it can go even more. So maybe even $4,000 off or $4,300. He also took advantage of and got the $2,000 off for the referral Tesla discount and the military Tesla discount, which is also $1,000. He also took advantage of the 0% financing when buying full self-driving. I showed him my video of the full self-driving on the Cybertruck, and he was instantly sold. So you can see all these different incentives do stack together. And on top of that, if you buy a Model 3 Performance or a Model X and you elect full self-driving, you get even more discounts. Model 3 Performance, you get the paint wave, which is up to a $2,000 value. And the Model X, you get the highest option on the Model X Wave, so that you can get the seating, or whether it's a seating option to get, so that make it qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So I know I put $7,000 in the thumbnail, but if you get a Model X, I want to say that's like, there's a lot of different discounts there. Maybe Model X, you can get like $10,000 to $15,000 off, which, I mean, it is a more expensive vehicle, and so certainly that would make sense. But I'm more excited about the Model 3 Performance, because if you build it correctly, let's say you find one of these vehicles that we've got on our handy dandy list, because we found some Model 3 Performances, they might be sold already by this point. Yeah, so this one's sold, because at $3,000 off, it's kind of a deal. Well, here it is. Okay, so this black Model 3 Performance, follow along with me. If we add full self-driving, which, yes, it is a $8,000 option, but we've already got a $3,000 price adjustment here. On top of that, now because we added full self-driving, the paint cost, which was probably $1,000 for the black paint, is now also waived. So that's $1,000 on top of the $2,300, so that's $4,000. And then on top we get 0%, and now referral code, that's another $1,000, $5,000. And if we stack on the military program, that's another $1,000. So $6,000 off a Model 3 Performance is possible. And you can see some of the logic here. And on top of that, on all of it, it's 0% on this Model 3 Performance. So you can see, if you pick your spots correctly, and if you're eligible for all these different incentives out there, you can see you could probably get full self-driving for free if you stack all these incentives on top of that. And the first starting place is, of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $1,000 off your Tesla vehicle. But the deals are here. The question is, will the deals get better? I mean, at the same time, Tesla's doing a great job with getting rid of inventory. So I think they've realized this might be the potential sweet spot of all these different incentives. Maybe they keep it the same, or maybe they dial it back depending on how well these sales and inventory starts to release and drop down in the near future. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking.